Hi friends, welcome to guitar practice with Madichi Paru. Madichi Paru is the name of my channel, and what it means is the lazy girl. Um, I'm really lazy, and unless there is a bit of real interest, I can't get myself to do pretty much anything. Um, so talking about guitar, I always wanted to learn guitar ever since I was a little girl, but never got to it. I played violin for about 7 years, but my heart was never with the violin. It took me a long time to realize that guitar is something that I really loved. So just a few months back, I went and joined a guitar class. So what I thought would help me practice guitar is to start sharing it with some folks who would love to learn guitar, beginners, and then practice along with them, share my lessons and share my tips, whatever I learned from my class with you guys, and maybe together we can practice, share our knowledge, and learn together and grow together. Does that sound like a good plan? Yeah, so great. So today we'll get started with the basics of guitar. I hope anybody who wants to learn guitar would get a guitar first and a pick. This is an acoustic guitar, and this is the um, pick for the guitar. So that's where you need to get started first. And before you start playing guitar, there are a couple of things to keep in mind. The first thing, these are all things I learned from my teachers here. So the first thing is that you need to have short nails. So you need to trim your nails really short. Trim the nails on your left hand really short because you are gonna play with this part of your finger, each of your fingers. This is the part we don't use that often. So as you start playing, you would be pressing the flesh right after your nails. Essentially, I'll show you guys this part that you see here. This part you will press it against the fretboard. So if you are a first time guitar player, you'll find it pretty uncomfortable, but keep doing that for about a week. Play it every day for 15-20 minutes for about a week, and then what you'll start feeling is that you'll develop callus or thicker skin right right around here. And once you start developing the callus, it won't hurt you at all, and playing becomes much more easier. So hope you learn something. Hope that helps you. Then so the first thing is about having very short nails, trimming your nails regularly, ideally every 3 to 4 days. Then the second thing is you need to tune your guitar before any practice or before you play. So the easiest way to tune your guitar is to download an app on your smartphone. I use the app called Guitar Tuna. I'll give the link of the app um, in my video. So Guitar Tuna is something that you can download, and the free version of Guitar Tuna will tell you whether each of the notes are accurate. So you can use the Guitar Tuner to play the open notes and use the the basically the nuts that you see here, the tuning things that you see here. You can tighten them or loosen them to adjust the frequency. All right. So the very first thing before you start playing is to understand the different notes that you can, the open notes or the different strings, what their names are. The strings are named by the open notes or the sounds that they make when you play it open without any fingers. So the string number 1 is the bottommost string and string number 6 is the topmost string. So let's start with the topmost, which is string number 6, and I'll tell you how they are, each note is labeled. So this is open E, open string, the sound is E. If you take your index finger and place it on the 6th string, first fret, this is the first fret, this is second fret, third fret. So today we'll cover only the first 3 frets and the open notes. So if you take your finger, keep it on the first fret, remember to keep this side of the finger down, so your finger is almost perpendicular. See, it's perpendicular, it's not like this, it's almost like perpendicular, so you are not touching the 5th string. So you press it and then using your pick you play the sound. So that note is F. So if you start with E, the next is F, and then the next one is obviously G. But G is not on the 2nd fret, it's on the 3rd fret. And for that you will use your ring finger. Okay, so E, F, G, E, F, G, G, F, E, G, F, E. Got it? So if it's E, F, G, the next note is A, because A, B, C, D, E, F, G are 7 notes, 7 notes of the music. So E, F, G, then the next one has to be A. So you go to the 5th string and play open, that's A. E, F, G on the first string. A, B, C, A, B, C. So I'll tell you a little bit about the notes on the 2nd string. Open is A, B is the 2nd fret on the 5th string. B, C, so you'll use your middle finger and the ring finger. B, B, C. So after A, B, C comes D, E, F, right? So we go to the 4th string. So open 4th string is D, 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 and the fingers are exactly placed similar to the 5th string. So D, F, D, E, F. So let's start from the very beginning. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. The next one is G and A. That goes on the 3rd string. So G is open and A is the 2nd fret, middle finger. G, A, G, A. Now the next 3 should be B and C, B, C and D. So let's start over. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. B, C, D, B, C, D. The way you play B, C, D will be similar to how you played E, F, G. Same fingers and the same frets, 1st fret and 3rd fret for C and D. Then the last notes are on the 1st string, E, F, G, open is E, 1st fret, index finger is F, 3rd fret, ring finger is G. So now I've introduced you to all the strings here. So remember, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, F, A, B, C, D, A, G, F, So keep practicing this many times, maybe for 15 to 20 minutes every day, and pay attention to the way you place your fingers. They need to be, the tips of your fingers should be almost perpendicular to the string and to the fretboard, and make sure that you get as much of a clear sound as possible. Pay attention to the string that you are plucking. Make sure you don't um, pluck any other string. So practice that way for about a week. Develop the callus, and as you practice, you will also notice that you are able to play little more faster and smoother. So then, once that's done, next week we could start with um, a simple song, maybe Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Okay. Till then, see you. Bye bye.